Hey guys, what's up? It's Sarge here bringing you a different video. I currently happen to be on my cell phone because I wanted to prove to you guys that this is legit. This actually works. Now, whether you believe it's cheating or whatever it is, that's up to you to decide, but I'm talking about the Switch Up, which is this little guy right here. Okay, this is by Collective Minds, this little red piece right here, USB dongle. That is called the Switch Up. And what it does is, as you see, here's one hand here. Okay, I'm not holding the controller. There goes my controllers there. There goes my Joy-Cons there. So hand is free. I'm going to switch it. Bam, here's my other hand. So I'm holding the camera. See, this is me holding the camera. Okay, so what I'm going to show you is, there goes my Switch. Okay, so as you see, it's connected to OBS. Okay, it is live. There it goes right there. There it goes. And it's moving on its own. Okay. There goes my AverMedia. So that's what I'm using to record. So there goes the Switch to the AverMedia to the monitor. Bam. And that's recording. So that is currently live. See, here goes my hands again. Controller's right there. I'm not doing anything. And what it's doing is it's actually auto breeding for me. So I'm going to show you exactly how this works. I know I might be a little late when it comes to this one. I did buy the Switch Up a while ago just to be able to use different kinds of controllers with the Nintendo Switch, which is what its intended purpose was. And then these guys came out with a mod that allows you to actually auto breed in Pokemon. So aside from being able to use like your PlayStation and your Xbox controller, because what happens is you sync your controller to the USB dongle, and then that allows you to use different controllers with your Switch system. But the hack actually allows you, or the mod rather, let me not say hack because it's not necessarily hack, it's a mod. It's not exploiting the game in any way. It's just a program that's running through a general set of commands in the same order over and over and over again to auto breed for you. So that's where we're at here. So I'm gonna go ahead and with the game, see, I had it plugged in, so I was charging it. So we're gonna unplug this really quick. Okay, so now controller in hand, here we go. So now we're gonna hold down on the minus button because we're gonna get this to stop. So we're gonna hold. Oop, wrong button. Hold down on the minus button. Okay, and it vibrates and it stops. So I left this running since last night at roughly 11. It is now 9:28 in the morning, okay? So it has been roughly 10.5 hours that this has been running. So let's see how many boxes we have full of Pokemon. Okay, so we've got a full stack here. And let's go here. Okay, so we have one full box here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got 2 eggs in there. Okay, I would call that 5.5 because it's mixed. That would definitely make 6.5. Okay, so roughly 6.5, 6.25 boxes over 10 hours. So that's 30 Pokemon per box. That's 180 Pokemon. Now, can you personally do that faster? 100%. I've been able to average roughly about 60 or so Pokemon an hour. Easy. I could fill up 2 boxes doing this on my own. But that's using my own time. So that's using my time, that's using, my effort of just constantly droning and doing the same thing over and over and over again until I get a shiny. And the best part about this is you don't have to check each shiny or each Pokemon individually. Okay? What you can do is you can back out. So we're going to back out. We're going to go to our Pokedex. Okay, and then we're going to look for Charmander. So I happen to have mine in alphabetical order. Bam. So let's go look for Charmander. Okay. So once you're on that Pokemon, then you see your different variations. So if you tab over to the side, okay, it would show you something. But as you see, I haven't gotten a shiny yet. So as I tab over to the side, see, Oop, wrong one. Let's go back up to Charmander. Okay. See, as I tap over to the side, nothing. But if I go to Charizard, see, tapping over to the side changes it. So I have a Gigantamax Charizard. What I don't have is a shiny Charmander. So, knowing this information, knowing that I don't have a shiny Charmander yet, I don't have to actually check each one of those Charmanders individually. In fact, I don't have to do anything to even get rid of them. What we can do instead is we can actually just back out of the game. Okay, so we're going to go home. We're going to back out of the game. We're going to close the software. So that way it's going to just pretty much delete all those eggs that we had. Or all those eggs that we hatched. You definitely do want to hatch any eggs that you've already acquired. I had 2 eggs in there, but those 2 eggs were actually in there before I started this whole thing. I just kind of wanted to start it fresh with not having any eggs in my party when I started all of this. But again, so you close your software. Let me go back in. Open this back up. So, and while I'm going over this, I'm going to leave Internet Explorer open in the background so you can see this is the company oEGaMinG here. Okay. So they have a channel called Switch Up. So it's the oEGaMinG Switch Up Game Enhancer. As you see, they use it for other things like Fortnite. There goes the Switch Up right there where they're talking about setting up the Pokemon mode and how you can actually get this going. And then here is their website right here. So I believe they're a Canadian company, oEGaMinG out of Canada. And you can get your Switch Up. And they have all sorts of mods, like, see, Fortnite, Mario. They have, like, Zelda mods. There we go, Zelda. So, this is the USB right there. That's the front of it. Okay, but we're going to come back here to this video. Let's leave those guys up at the top just to showcase them. There we go. Okay, and we're back over here. So we're just going to tap A, get back into the game. And now that we're in the game, we'll go, tab over, Pokemon, over. Huh. I guess it's been saving the whole time. Probably. Actually, you know what? I think it does. There's a move where it saves. Okay, so I'm a turd for that one. Okay, so there is a move where it saves during the setup. Okay, so I'll show you exactly how you get this going. What you do is on your controller, whether it's a Pro controller. No, I believe you do have to use a Pro controller. I don't think you can use the Joy-Cons. I believe you have to use a Pro controller or a PlayStation or an Xbox controller. Okay, but once you have your controller up, you're going to back out. Now, you want to make sure that you have whatever Pokemon you're trying to breed with the breeder. So make sure that it's a compatible pair or your Pokemon plus a Ditto. And to get your best chances, you want to use the Masuda method. I mean, most people usually know about the Masuda method at this point. It's just using a Pokemon from another language to increase your chances of getting a shiny during breeding. It brings your chances down to like under 600 or something like that instead of 1 out of 4,000. So once you've got your foreign Pokemon in, and you have your other Pokemon in as well, once you have your set, as you see, I'm in the wilds. If you're not actually in the wilds, it'll still do all the work for you. Like, it's just automatically going to fly us to the wilds. And I'm going to show you that right now. So we're just going to go right here, and we're going to fly away to somewhere random. Let's fly right there. Meetup spot. So you don't have to be in front of the breeder, I realized, because the game does that for you. So if you hold the minus button, your controller's going to vibrate a little bit, and then you're going to hit left to enter the mod, and it's going to start it for you. So it's going to go through. It's going to make sure that your settings are set the right way, like don't give nicknames, things like that. And it's going to go to town map. It's going to check the map. It's going to see that you're not where you're supposed to be. Oh, nope. Actually, it doesn't work there. Okay. So the bike gets stuck. Okay, perfect. So now trial and error. Because I saw it do it, but I didn't actually test it out. So now we know it doesn't actually automatically pick that spot for you. You have to pick it. Even though it keeps going to the map, you have to pick that spot. Okay. So, oop, didn't mean to take a capture. So let's town map. That's good that we tested that out. Now we know. So you have to be here. See, it made it look like the moves automatically pick that, but it doesn't. Okay, and you have to be off the bike. That part I do know. So you hold, get the vibrate, start the mod. Okay, and that's me doing everything right now. I'm dropping the controller, hands off. Okay, now it's setting all your settings for you. And it's going through. Now, this particular update came out on the 17th, I believe. It was like the 17th or 18th. It's the 2.0.2 update for it. It's weird because when you go to the Collective Minds site, if you've been there already, you have to like refresh your page or delete your cookies. Because for some reason, my browser kept pulling up the original page with just the 1.01 update. But I finally found the 2.02 update on their page. Once I flashed the mod to the 2.02 update, I was able to get it to go into what they call Pokemon mode. Once you're in Pokemon mode, the game responds and gets all this done for you. And as you see, he's riding around. Now, I have mine currently set to the default, which is 60 seconds. So what's going to happen is he's going to ride the bike, or the mod is going to ride the bike for me for 60 seconds. At that point, it now assumes that there is an egg over at the breeder. So once it rides for 60 seconds, then it'll stop, go over to the breeder, and then see if there is an egg there. If there is an egg there, the mod will pick up the cues and they'll collect it. See, so he stops right now. Now it's going to make the next move. Waiting the time that we needed. Come on. There it goes. Okay. Now he's going to fly right back. Turns around. Talks to the breeder. Or the nursery lady, rather. It's not the breeder. Collects my egg. Adds it to the party. And what's interesting is it always adds it to the third. It always adds it to the, like the third or fourth slot. Because... No. That's weird. Okay, it's been changing since last night. Last night when I watched it, it always went down to like the third or the fourth one. Maybe it remembers the last one to hatch, and it goes to that one. There we go. And then it automatically flies back. So it's constantly looks like it's resetting its origin point. That way it always knows to go to this particular area off to the right where there's no Pokemon at. So that way you can keep riding uninterrupted. And now it'll just do this over and over and over. Again, it is not faster than doing this yourself. As I showed you guys earlier, it was roughly only about 180 Pokemon over the course of 10 hours. When 10 hours, we can, you know, modestly hatch about 500 to 600 Pokemon in 10 hours. This one did a third of that is what it's looking like. So it is not a faster way, but it is an automated way. It allows you to go about your day. Say, like myself, I have a day job. I can't play Pokemon while I'm at my day job. So I can actually set this up, let this go work my shift at work, and then come back. And I would have bred at least, you know, over 8 hours, probably somewhere around the tune of like 150, 160 Pokemon without having to do anything. You know, I went to work, did what I had to do, came back, and then those Pokemon were being bred. And maybe I get lucky. Maybe while I'm away, it actually catches that shiny for me. As you see, I have OBS, so I will be lucky enough to, let mine record the whole time. And if I do get that shiny, I can search the video for that particular shiny, and then I can pull out my clip, and I'll have proof of my shiny that I actually, aside from owning it, but I'll have the video clip of my shiny as well. But for those of you who don't care about having your video clip, yeah, you just set it up, connect the USB, let it rock, come back sometime later, and hopefully you're lucky enough to get a shiny. I have not. I have been trying to breed for a shiny Charmander for a few weeks now. I mean, not constantly just because of work and the holiday and things like that, but I would say I'm probably somewhere around my 3,000th egg, with this 100 and something, 180 from last night roughly. I'm somewhere around the 3,000 range of eggs that I've hatched, and still no shiny Charmander, which is annoying. And I actually have two breeders set up. I have the one in the wilds with two Charmanders, one from a different country, and then I have the one over on Route 5 with a Ditto from a different country, and I've been trying to grab eggs from both of them, trying to see if I can get some shiny, and I still have not been lucky enough. So I'm going to see if there's any truth to the den shiny hunting, and see if any of that stuff works. But please like, comment, subscribe if you like anything I've gone over, anything I've said. Also, let me know down below. Let me know in the comments where you found your first shiny and how'd you do it. Did you do anything special? Have you tried the shiny den hunting, or have you used the switch up yourself before, or anything like that? But please let me know about your shinies, what you got, where you got it, how you got it, and collectively we'll get all this information together to help us all get all the shinies that we want. But I want to thank you guys, and I'm out.